Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Even though Che's been in the league a short time, guys, he's been in the spotlight for quite a while. No surprise that the shoe companies have taken notice. They're looking to capitalize on his notoriety. Thus, he lands the big-time endorsement deal. I suppose any press is...
Thank you, David. I think we all knew a shoe deal would be coming his way at some point.
Well, it's the benefit of being a star in college for 4 years. You've established yourself as a household name, and Che's people are leveraging that.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Allen. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Carter in a... improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports. Chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. Number one, the Nets.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range. And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball business.
Harris, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the jam by Levine.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Harris outside. To end the run, buries the long-range jumper.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Now here's Levine. 5 points in the game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. No good from B. Nets trail by 12. Kicks to Harris. That's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Young. And they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Chicago.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. Here's Karuch. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
And there's the bucket from B. B's got 6 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Karuch. Harris trying to get free.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
White the pass to B. Shoots the three. Allen with the rebound. Nets trail by 11. Here's Karuch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kurucs was the 40th pick and wasn't expected to contribute, Greg, in year one, but his strong play as a rookie has helped rescue a Nets team that was teetering on the brink with the loss of Karis LeVert.
You know, they had guys who could shoot, and they had guys who could defend, but no one who could do both. Kurucs can hit open threes, and with that 7'2" wingspan, a factor defensively.
Murray's checked in for Chicago. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And the call will be against Harris. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. Bulls have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Allen's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 10. Here's B. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And the Nets with possession here. A 12-point game. Now Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nuggets in Denver. Lowry marking and getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. And this team has shown their toughness and determination, and Kyrie Irving talks about what he sees in his teammates.
What's going to separate us is how close we are. And
They certainly do.
This team has assembled.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Allen. Kevin Durant comes in for Wilson Chandler. Joe Harris is checked in for Rodion Kurucs. And Irving subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Durant. 5th in three-point field goal percentage. 5th for free throw shooting. And ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. 3 on the clock. Here's B.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. Irving is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. B, he's covered by Irving. Here's B. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, Clark, game is on the line. 1 free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great name. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That is his first foul of the game. Rodion Kurucs, he's checked in for Prince. Goes up off the inbound. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got his first bucket of the night. Levine against Harris. Poked away and threw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, They'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Here's B. That three off the mark. Nets trail by 15. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We've got a moment to see the league leaders in steals. Well, you look at B, 5th in the NBA. Very crafty player.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Back to Levine. Out to the wing. Let's go. Got it. Nice one there from B. B's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the two, but he came into the league as a point guard.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
And Carter has it in the corner. Pass to B. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The pass to Durant. Off target with his 3.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. B, he's covered by Irving. Pass to Levine. Passes it to B. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Harris.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Here's B. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And after spending his first NBA decade with the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan bounced around last season, remains a supreme athlete and rebounder, though, at that center position.
Young's checked in for Chicago. .58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harris, no good. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Here's B. An easy 2 points on the layup. B's got 20 points. Irving with it. 7 points in the game. He kicks to Harris. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Porter finds Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. B. Offensive rebound. Pass to Porter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's B. And it's sent back by KD.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Levine passes to B. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game. And so it's the Chicago Bulls feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Defensive. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Antonio Blakeney comes in for Markkanen. Saransky's checked in for Levine. And B's subbed in for Chris Dunn. Then for the Nets, Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Jordan. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Jarrett Allen. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. They've got Thomas Satoransky. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Young. Then there's B, and it's Blakeney in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside Durant. And that one drops for him. Durant's got 8 points.
And how about the body control by Durant? Takes the hit, but able to adjust. Yet another thing that makes him special.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Well, a lot of rough times for Irving in his final year with the Celtics. Opted out, and obviously Greg wanted a change.
And quickly zeroed in on Brooklyn as a destination. His time in Boston had clearly come to an end by the finale of last season. Now joins up with a new stacked team in Brooklyn.
Here's Irving. He's got 14. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A career best season for Kyrie Irving in 2018-19. Scoring just as great as ever, but it was the other areas, playmaking, rebounding, defense, where he made tremendous strides.
And the Celtics expected Kyrie to become a better passer and defender in Boston.
They felt he had the capability. You could argue that those improvements have elevated him from a great scorer to a great player in our league.
Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Blakeney misses. The Nets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. That one goes in. That's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's B, and he banks in the layup. B's got 25 points in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
1:10 left here in the third quarter. He can't hit that time. Snatched away. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
B. He's covered by Irving. The pass to Blakeney. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's B. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7. First one falls for him. Markkanen, he's checked in for Satoransky. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Outside, Porter to the right side. And so it's the Chicago Bulls having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Caruch, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Caruch. 5 on the clock. Here's Musa. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And he gets the bucket. Claxton's got his first 2 points. The Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24. It goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Here's Musa. He's guarded by Markkanen. Here's Temple. He can't get that one.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And it's Caruch missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The free throw off from B. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Musa. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against the Nets.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for B.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
Passes it to Felicio. 36 seconds left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to B. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 36.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Here's Musa. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. From deep, it's off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
The energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
You know what, Kenny? As a team, I knew we had a good game plan coming in. Personally, it wasn't until I saw the shot starting to fall. But these guys kept setting me up in a position where I could be successful. The level of camaraderie amongst this group, man, it's incredible, man. And I think that makes everyone better.
Yeah, great game. Continued success.
Great game, fellas. Keep it up, keep it up. Hey, you're the man, Jay. Keep it up, Jay. Keep doing you. We love it out here, man. We love it.
All right, man, you got me.